Today we're working on a snowblower that I picked up from a guy that bought a snowblower from me. I sold him one, and he sold me his old one because it didn't run anymore. It's got compression. I snapped the pull string on it. I think it's probably got a fuel issue, so we're going to figure that out, and we're going to fix the pull starter. First thing we're going to do is check the gas and the oil. Yeah, it's got a little bit of gas in there, enough that it should run. And the oil is full. Let's go ahead and see if we can get this thing to turn over. Huh. That does not sound good. Sounds like the teeth are broken on either the starter or the flywheel. All right. First thing we're going to do is pull the starter off and check the teeth on that. And then we're going to pull the pull starter recoil off and see if we can see anything with that. Teeth look good. Hard to see there. Let's get some light on it. Those look pretty good. So we're going to check to make sure that the starter's functioning properly. Yep, that starter works. While we're here, we're just going to take this the recoil off. I'm going to have to take that off to fix the cord anyway. So what we have discovered is that the teeth on the starter and the teeth on the flywheel are both mostly good. But I figured out that most of the time, the teeth don't, or the starter don't fully engage with the flywheel. But occasionally, it'll engage and spin the engine over. And I'm wondering that if this little gap here is indication of a worn out spacer or washer, because it'll slide back and forth. And I wonder if, because it doesn't go all the way and stay all the way tight, if that's allowing it to engage and then or just bounce off the flywheel and then not fully engage. So we might end up tearing the starter apart to see if we can put a washer in there to close that gap. But before we do that, I'm going to fix the pull rope on the recoil so I can make sure that this engine actually will run the way it's supposed to before I waste any more time on a starter. Alright, let's put that on and see if that works. Alright, got that cover back on. Let's see how this does. Alright, that'll be good for now. Let's take apart the carburetor and check that out. I was poking around. I got the cover off the exhaust to get into the carburetor, and I was like, I should probably check the spark. Wasn't getting spark, and I saw that the key isn't hooked up. And I was like, I wonder where the wires are for that. Somebody had wire nutted the two wires together. Wire nutted the two wires together, which was permanently killing the spark. So it fires up and it runs just fine. Well, fires up. I don't know about running fine. We'll check that out in a second. Alright. I will demonstrate what it's supposed to do. Those two wires touching will kill the spark. So we cut the tips off, cut the bare wire, and then they won't touch. Problem solved. There's no gap there anymore. Let's go put it on the machine and see if that has helped any. Alright, we got the starter mounted back to the engine. Let's see if that washer in there helped at all. Nope. Nope, didn't help at all. Well, that's it. It starts, it runs, it drives. That's good enough for me. I'm going to call it a win.